let's break down what the newcomers bring. I think we can settle on this guy leading the team in scoring. Terrence Shannon Jr. from Texas Tech was a phenomenal player for 3 years. Actually had probably, I don't know, worst year, but least productive scoring wise last year at
Yeah.
Texas Tech. But he had the back injury and was playing on a team that was pretty dang loaded with talent. So how do you think he transitions to being the guy on a team? Does he have it in his game to be that?
Yeah, it's a really good fit. Um, it is. You look at these big wings, these two-way wings, in abundance. Go look at the 2022 Sweet 16 and beyond. Like those are the types of teams, types of guys that you see out there for an Arizona, for a Texas Tech, for a Houston. Um, they look like Terrence Shannon. I think it's really trendy to look at other guys and label them as breakout stars and sleepers, and um, but he has to be the most important player for this team, and for a lot of reasons. And I think he's willing to shoulder that. That's another part too. I think he strikes me as a guy that doesn't want to run from that. That if that becomes the case, that he's welcoming that, and you need a guy to take that on. But you need what you need from him, because you didn't. He was in and out last year, with some injury stuff, and kind of couldn't really regain momentum when he came back, and minutes were up and they were down. And I think now with the opportunity that he has, you just need consistent production from him. And that goes beyond just counting stats. That's, consistent effort defensively, which he brings, consistent on the glass, which I think is an area that he can improve in. I think last year he had 3 games of 5+ rebounds. Uh, I, like his size and his athleticism, he should triple that
Brad
this
Underwood
year.
gives him crap about it. He said he
Yeah.
averaged 2 rebounds a game last year. That's
Yeah. That's just, he should be, not only should he have more than 5+ rebounds in 10+ games, he should average 5+ rebounds. Like he's that type of athlete. And I do think in just watching him, he has that type of nose for the ball. But, other guys are going to have peaks and valleys. And Terrence is going to have his fair share, but uh, you need him to be consistently productive. And he should flourish in this role. Like you look, he's shown to be extremely effective when he gets minutes, extended minutes. I mean, he played last year in Madison Square Garden. I think he played 42 minutes against Tennessee, and had 18 and 12 and got to the line, and looked really good. So, you give him that type of opportunity, and uh, I think if he delivers and he's consistent, he's another guy that I think can hear his name on draft night.
we do the comp thing, Mike, and it's just Illinois hasn't had a guy like him in a
Nope.
while, right? Like he's more athletic than Malcolm. He's bigger than Kendrick. I guess longer Ravante Rice is kind of what he could play like. He reminds me. I people on the podcast have heard me say this, but he reminds me of those Nebraska guys like James Palmer and Teran Petaway. But that's kind of what he's built like, right? Illinois just hasn't had a guy like that in a while.
They haven't, and I think the other element to that too is the mixture of, there's been guys that in the Big Ten that have been athletic, and there's been guys that, can shoot it like he does, but the combination of it all,
Mm.
and then mixing too just how serious he takes the defensive end. Um, that's huge, man. And I think that's part of why he has all the makings of kind of a surefire all Big Ten type of player, first, second team. He's that type of guy. So I'm excited for him, because I think you watch and you see in glimpses last year at Texas Tech, and they just had a lot of guys. And Illinois does too, but I think this system, and really getting up and down and running and gunning, if you will, I think it's kind of where he belongs, and I think it's where he can take his game to the next level.